I opens up the door, right? I didn't even call his name. I just walked in. And I was walking all over the place and everything like, oh, he got a nice home. Because you really don't see too many men with a nice home. You really do not see that. You know what I'm saying? He had a little females touch and everything. Like, okay, damn, he got it going on. I goes up the stairs. I goes up the stairs. I didn't creep. I walked up the stairs, right? It could have sounded to me like nobody was there. I opens up the door. Let me get myself together. Let me bring it down a notch because I already knew. But and what do you know?
Posted in the shorts section, in my shorts section. Get caught up on the shorts if you haven't. I post a lot of updates on the community section as well. Don't forget to smash that like button for me. Okay. Love you so much. Don't forget to smash the subscribe button for me as well. And the notification bell so you don't miss a podcast every time that it comes out. Okay. Also, links are below in the description. The Patreon is now up. Take free newsletters. You can sign up for those at our website, link below as well. All the other socials are also linked below. So let's go ahead and dive into this whole situation, okay? Because it's totally insane. It's totally crazy.
Y'all gotta be careful. There's a lot of DL men that's in the closet right now. And how I know? It's because I was dealing with one. Now, let me tell y'all exactly what took place. Me and this man was seeing each other for about 6 months. Literally, 6 months, right? He was taking me out on dates, buying me things, doing things for me, and vice versa. Now, I was coming out of pocket for like dinner, lunch, things like that. And we even went on vacations together. Multiple vacations. We was going to take it a little bit further. But I was like, no, let me go ahead and heal from the situation I was in before because I used to be married or whatever. Right? So he agreed. Everything was going good. Everything was fine. It was just perfect. But the only thing that got me was not the feminine ways that he had because he was a little, he was raised by his mother and a whole bunch of sisters or whatever. But at the same time, it's like I can feel it. I can just feel that he had something going on with him. And plus, I wasn't giving him that. But that's neither here or there. He treated me like a queen. He treated me real good. Nobody has ever treated me like a queen or treated me this good in my life when it came to a relationship. So, I'm all happy and everything. I'm like, oh, this is my man. This going to be my man. We ain't going to put no label on it yet. I still got to know him inside out and he still got to know me inside out. Everything was going good. Everything was going fine. Like, I literally caught feelings for this man. Like, caught feelings. So then I went ahead and met up with him not too long ago, right? Met up with him and said, okay, let me go meet up with him or whatever, because I didn't feel comfortable with him coming over to my place like that, even though we were seeing each other for 6 months. I didn't feel comfortable. I didn't even feel comfortable with going over his place. It was more so like we going out, doing this, doing that. Hell, I can go to the pub for all I care. Look, a date is a date. Now, mind you, even though I did not go to his house, he gave me a key. And I remember the 3rd month into our situationship, he gave me a key. And I'm going to call it a situationship just because it wasn't a relationship yet. I was trying to get there. We were trying to get there, or was I trying to get there? But anyway, in my mind, but it was a situationship to me. We wasn't in a relationship. So, boom, he gave me a key. I said, let me go ahead and surprise this man real quick. I ain't had nothing in my hand to give him or nothing, but I said, let me go ahead and surprise him. He wasn't at work, none of that. So I'm all happy. I goes to his house, right? Opens up the door, not slowly, because I didn't know if he was messing with somebody else, this, that, and the third. In my mind, he wasn't messing with nobody else because in my mind, he was in love with me. You know what I'm saying? And so was I. Well, no, I wasn't in love with him. Let me not even lie. I had feelings for him. That's the right word. I opens up the door, right? I didn't even call his name. I just walked in. And I was walking all over the place and everything like, oh, he got a nice home. Because you really don't see too many men with a nice home. You really do not see that. You know what I'm saying? He had a little females touch and everything. Like, okay, damn, he got it going on. I goes up the stairs. I goes up the stairs. I didn't creep. I walked up the stairs, right? It could have sounded to me like nobody was there. I opens up the door. Let me get myself together. Let me bring it down a notch because I already knew. But and what do you know? A whole man was in that bed. A whole man. This wasn't no random female. This wasn't no female, period. This was a man. A whole man. I was shocked. I wasn't surprised, but I was shocked. I sat there like this. I didn't say nothing. I sat there just like this. Are you serious? And you know what's crazy? They just kept on going. They kept going. And I'm like, hold on. So you didn't hear me open up the door? I know I ain't go like this. I opened up the door regular. And they just kept on going. So you know what I did? I wasn't going to jump over the bed and get the other person. I wasn't doing none of that. So as I proceeded to close the door, that's when the one guy said, So I said, you know what, sir, I ain't finna argue with you. I ain't gonna argue with you. I ain't doing it. You know, so he want to go back and forth with me and stuff like he's a female and all that other stuff. The other one that I'm supposed to have feelings for, like, oh, it ain't what you think. Oh, then what is it? So I ain't have time to hear no explanation. You know what I did? I up and left, took my stuff, and I was gone. All I've been getting is messages, phone calls, all types of stuff. I was gone. When I tell you I got in that car and I zoomed off. Females, be careful. If your gut is telling you something wrong, something is wrong. It's a lot of DL men out here. It's a lot of them out here that's messing with females and then going back messing with men. So I'm so glad I did not let this man touch me. Boy, I'm telling you, I'm so glad I did not let this man touch me. I dodged the bullet. I was catching feelings for this man. You could have told me that you was like that. You know, we could have been just friends, nothing more, for sure. And I'm tired of these men out here tricking us females, thinking that we the only ones. You know what I'm saying? Now, if it's with another woman, we can get past that. You know what I'm saying? After some time, we can get past that. But with a whole man, ladies, even the men, I know y'all can relate. I was so embarrassed, even though nobody was around. But it's just the humiliation part of it. You know what I'm saying? This man could have told me. He could have sat down and told me. We could have had a conversation. But he wasn't trying to give me a chance. I'm not one of those females, them type of females that like that type of stuff. Because you got some females that actually like that type of stuff. I'm not one of them. You know what I'm saying? That's just nasty and disgusting. I'm not doing that.
It's disgusting. Imagine him sleeping with you and then going back and sleeping with a male. Oh, I can't. I have shivers running down my spine, y'all. And she did so good because she was like, I didn't even let him touch me, period. But she should have followed her instinct because the woman, you always have that little instinct. You know what I'm saying? Something, right? Even if you don't know exactly what it is, you can't quite place your finger on it. Don't ignore it because you're desperate. Don't be desperate and pathetic. I'm sorry, but I gotta just give it to you straight up. Straight, okay? I gotta give it to you straight. Don't be desperate and pathetic. If something's off, you catching some weird vibes or whatever, be gone, because it ain't gonna be worth it for you, especially when dealing with the male species. Over 90% of them are gay, y'all. Like, she got there and they couldn't even control. It's animalistic, barbaric behavior. It's disgusting, degenerate behavior. They couldn't even control themselves enough to stop, y'all. It's disgusting. I'm sorry, but it's disgusting. They couldn't even, like, that's like a complete lack of self-control, y'all. And then it would be one thing, like, if they came clean, told you, like, didn't lie about it, just they are just who they are. You know, it's like, I'm gay, I'm out, you know, perfect. Because all women, I have yet to find a woman that gives a crap. As long as you're upfront, we all know what you are, or we don't care. Even these types of stories, most of us laugh because it's kind of like sad, but it's kind of funny too. You know, like, oh my God, the male is super gay. He's a complete homosexual. He's a homosexual, girl. Don't do that. Don't go anywhere close to that one. Okay. You know, that's how we take it. So it's these males like need some serious mental help, mental analysis, because what a psychopath. Why are you hiding the fact that you're gay, sir? And then you're lying and pulling other people into it. That just shows even more the type of degenerate, barbaric species that you're dealing with. I'm sorry, but it's the truth. Because it's like, you're not even thinking about like the lack of empathy. That's what makes it truly disgusting, is the lack of empathy, y'all. So, anyways, y'all, leave in the comments below what you think about this particular, oh my God, this particular issue, story, or whatever. Leave in the comments below. Smash the like, smash the subscribe. Love you so much. But this was insane. My jaw was on the ground though. Like, she tells stories so well, y'all. Like, it was hard, like, not chiming in right in the middle. Like, girl, what? No, what? Oh my God, what happened? You know, like, jaw on the ground. Oh my God, y'all. Oh my gosh. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.